you. Yeah, you. Check me out real quick. Hey, word on the compound is, man, they're coming to do a shakedown. Them officers finna come flip the dorm, you feel me? How much you gonna charge me to hold this? Yeah. I need you to hide it, though. I need you to hide it real good. Real good, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm talking about? I need you to put it in your butt. Make this shit disappear. Yeah, trust me, bro. It's not an issue. Money's good. Trust me, bro. Just hide it from me, bro. Do me that solid.
Haha, I'm the best. Finna be this way till I EOS. Take it how you want, nigga. Yeah, I'm a pro. Fuck around and bust your lot while you're at Vizzo. I hate to be this way, but I live for the moment. Waking up every day, show me an opponent. Shanks on deck, hitting bitch with locks. So much pool, I can even start you from the box. You don't wanna pay rent, got me bent. Got lax on deck, your money was well spent. Vultures on the prowl, so don't try testing. Step 2 comes violent, first steps finessing. You a hold down man, suitcase this. My cell phone, I'm a charger, don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see your ass, you gon' leave airlift.
What's up, everybody? You already know, man. Kfrogtv back in the building. Y'all go ahead and now do me that solid favor. First quarter, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. I want to tell everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be speaking on what to expect, what you should do, what's going to happen, everything that involves a shakedown. All right? For those that know what a shakedown is when they come around and they're doing a contraband search. That's what they call it in the county jail down here. Contraband search, contraband search. It means they're looking for contraband. They could be looking for phones. They could be looking for weapons. They could be looking for money, drugs, all the above, all right? Now, when it comes down to, you having shit that you're not supposed to have when you're incarcerated, them officers already know what time it is. Trust me, they've been doing this shit for decades, bro. For centuries. They know what's in there. They know even if you get away with it, they already know it's been in there. It done been in there before. They're not as stupid as you may think. And it isn't that because they're smart. It's just because they've been dealing with this shit for years, like I said, all right? Now, first thing you want to do, right, is you want to make sure you and your living area are straight. Make sure you don't have nothing on you personally, okay? Check your pockets. Make sure you ain't got no, brown paper on you, no loose tobacco. Check your waist. Make sure you ain't got no banger on you, no poker. Go to check your bunk. Make sure you ain't got nothing hidden under your mattress. You feel me? You got to be on your P's and Q's. Because when these officers come in for these shakedowns, they're not showing respect, okay? Which means they're not going to just come in like you see in movies and just lightly look under your mattress. You feel me? Shit like that. Open your foot locker. Move your things around. Look in between your chips. Look in between your soups, your honey buns, your oatmeals, your tunas. No, they're not going to do that. Down here in Florida, when they come to do a shakedown, the whole compound is miserable. When they come to destroy your shit. They're going to be ripping through your stuff, shredding your personal property, okay? If your mat has any type of malfunctions in it, if it looks like there's any type of damages, any holes, it could be a hole this big. Can you see that hole right there? No, you can't. You couldn't see that hole. You can't see that hole. You can see that hole, though. You can't see that hole. It'd be something that small, and they will literally shred your mattress and leave that shit there in the middle of the dorm. They'll have to get you a new mattress, but they're not going to give it to you right away. They're going to go on to the next dorm and rip and shred their shit. All right? Now, hold down men come in handy around this time. They truly do. And everyone that is a hold down man, they know what they signed up for. You feel me? They get paid for that shit. It ain't like, they're just doing it for nothing. Sometimes people do put down and make people be hold down men. You feel me? But it's rare, though. Because the hold down man is responsible for your items, for your contraband, for whatever it is you're not allowed to have, right? So when there's a hold down man that is holding your shit, you want to bless him. You want to make sure he's straight. Whatever he needs, take care of him. Because you don't want him to be sloppy with your shit. If you treat him like shit and you ain't paying him and you're being mean to him, you're bullying him, you're not taking care of him like that, any of that, then he's going to be more sloppy with it. He's going to feel like, man, confinement don't sound as bad as, you know, the shit I'm going through right now with this dude. Feel me? I don't like this dude. I'm holding his shit. You feel me? He don't give a fuck if I'm starving every night. He knows I got a habit. I want to get high. He don't even want to support me smoking. And he's got all this other shit. And here I'm holding this shit, risking to go to jail. When in all reality, I might as well get caught with it and go to confinement, because then I ain't got to deal with his shit no more. You see? So, if you got to hold down, man, take care of him. It'll all be worth it in the end. Okay? Now, you got to be ready for when the officers come, though. You feel me? Like, not every single thing gets around before it happens. You know, you will hear it. You know, you'll hear, oh, such and such done leaked the information. Bop, 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 bop. It goes around, starts spreading. And then you'll be up on beat. But a lot of times, they do blitz when you least expect it. And when that happens, you got to just go with your first instinct. You feel me? You got to just get rid of whatever you have. You know, try the best you can. And I've told situations before when they ran down in there and tried to catch me slipping, and I was eating a bowl of soup, and I had chili on top of it, and my phone was wrapped in saran wrap, and I slid that shit right inside my bowl of hot food and set it down. And then when the officers came to flip my bunk, they literally grabbed my soup and handed it to me and said, here, take this so we don't get no germs on it. I said, all right. You feel me? Close Calls was the name of that video. All right? And this is type of things that you go through. You become strategy-wise, you know what I'm saying? Like strategic, you become real strategy-wise with these type of things. You feel me? You got to be up under the radar, you know? But then again, like I said, it's not as easy as you think to be under the radar, because they already know of all this stuff. They already know what to expect. They've heard every excuse. They've heard every lie. They've caught on to all this shit. People been going to confinement for contraband forever. Since prisons was around, contraband was around. You feel me? So you got to be more strategic, you know? It's kind of like trying to dodge getting bit by a snake when that snake knows you're there and that snake is trying to bite you. You feel me? That's how it is with these officers. Now, when they come, they're going to come in there, right? You better be ready for it. Don't be shy if you got, you know, a small dick or whatnot, because they're going to strip search you in front of everybody. You feel me? It'd be funny. You could tell the ones in their face that be shy when they got to take their shit off in front of everybody. Ain't nobody looking at you. You feel me? So it ain't like people are going to be looking at you. Them are weirdos. Now, if you look over and you catch a dude like this staring down at your shit, then he owes you the fade after the shakedown. You feel me? So you probably ain't even got to worry about all that. But, you know, people be shy, you know what I'm saying? They be all scared and shit. They go to acting all different when they got to stand there all, you know, naked and shit. You got to take your boxers off and hand it to the officers, squat and cough so they can see all in your ass, all that. These are the type of things that you got to be ready for inside a prison. They do the most downgrading, you know, things, just shit that it just makes you feel like shit, you know what I'm saying? These are the type of things that they do to you. When they'll come in there, I remember when I was in there, right? They came through, boom. They made everybody stand up. We all stood up. They said, take all your clothes off except for your boxers, no socks, no shirts, no blues, and sit back down on your bunk with nothing on but your boxers. So here you go. You see everybody doing it. The whole dorm. Everybody's sitting down like this, boom, and they boxer draws. Just sitting there. You feel me? Boom. Next thing they did, they came up. Of course, they got, you know, little officers that are on lookout that, you know, they spread out in the dorm so they could cover the area, so they could watch all them, watch all them, watch all them. You know, they got it spread out. It ain't like you still got time to hide shit. So now this is where you gotta use your skills. This is where if you grew up watching Born Identity and Mission Impossible and shit, you better try to figure something out and try to get rid of the shit or do what you gotta do. You better put your, you know, your shower slides on or something and put your foot on top of the phone if you got it. And when them officers ain't looking, you feel me? You try to sign your homeboy. And then when the officers ain't looking, you try to skate that shit like a hockey puck over to his bunk and then him grab it and do what he do. You know, you got to have people that'll work with you. If not, everyone's going to be watching you. The inmates that know you have it are going to be looking over there. And then the officers are going to catch on to everybody looking in that angle. So they're going to be like, okay, everyone's looking over there. So wait. Oh, he must have something. You stand up. You feel me? Eyes be telling on people. You know? So then they come around and they say, this row here, all y'all stand up. Come here. And then they bring everyone into the shower. Everyone walks in the shower and there's officers standing in front of them. And they make everybody take their boxers off in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Give them the boxers, put your hand behind your ears, open your mouth, stick your tongue out, turn around, lift up one foot, wiggle your toes, lift up the other one, wiggle your toes, show them your armpits, run your hand through your hair, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when they make you turn around and squat and cough, all that shit like that. Put these boxers back on, go sit in the day room. Okay? And a lot of these times, when they come in there and they do the shakedowns, it's because for a reason. You know, when they randomly do shakedowns, it's like they're half-assing at this time. You feel me? But when there's a reason, and someone twacked out, or someone got wet up, or people were fighting, they found cell phones somewhere, or somehow something they seen on the camera, someone was using cell phones, then of course they're gonna do their job to the extreme. And the reason for that is because they don't want to look like no dummy. You know, they want to feel like they solved it. They cracked the code. So they did the search more, you know, more hands-on and thorough to make sure they found what they were looking for. All right? You never know how they're going to come in. When they come in, they might just blitz that shit and they might just start terrorizing everybody's stuff. Afterwards, they might throw y'all on the rec yard and spend an hour and a half, 2 hours while you're out there in the sun, crisping like a piece of bacon. They might be in there flipping your dorm, taking their sweet-ass time. Okay, they might be carrying this pole. They bring a pole. That shit look like a stripping pole. It got a big old block on the bottom of it. It's like a big old block connected to a pole with a handle. They might be carrying that shit in there. Boom. They might want you to pick your mattress up, carry your mattress with nothing on but your boxers, carry your mattress, take all the sheets and everything off your mat, of course, and then walk around that pole. Okay? If any of y'all been locked up anywhere and y'all know about the chair that you normally have during intake or processing, where it's the chair and they make you sit in it. It looks like the electric chair thing from like an arcade back in the day, the little electric chair, you know, a little thing where you hang on and it vibrates. It looks like that. Then they got the little circle thing right here where they want you to rub your mouth on it like this to make sure you ain't got no metal in your mouth. It's kind of like that, but they can't bring the chair. So instead, they got this carrying pole. They bring the pole. A lot of times, you might be crossing the compound going to chow, and they got the pole out, trying to catch people that are coming with bangers back and forth, or phones, trying to transport from point A to point B. Someone might be trying to go down there to wet somebody up. Well, hey, you can't get over there and wet them up if you ain't got a knife on you, right? So it's kind of hard to get past them poles. That's where plexiglass comes in. That's why a lot of prisons, you know, people be getting plexiglass. You feel me? I had plexiglass knives when I was in prison. You feel me? I showed y'all pictures of them before. Now, besides the pole, of course, they're going to bring the metal wand. Y'all know, like, same thing they have at strip clubs or out here on the streets, you know, just a regular wand. They're going to wand people. You feel me? They'll go down and up, down and up. And if they go to the back side of someone and that bitch go, they come up and then they go back down and that bitch go beep, 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 beep. They go back up and then they come back down and beep, 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 beep. That mean that boy got something in his culo. They finna take him straight to the dry cell. Straight to the dry tank is where he goes because they feel like he got something in his ass. And sometimes them metal wands be wrong. You feel me? I seen someone that didn't even have nothing in their ass. It went off one time. You know how embarrassing that shit looked to him? All of his brothers, because he was in his gang, was looking at him like, what? What? You feel me? Like, man, you tripping, bro. Like, man, I ain't got no shit on me, man. Hell nah, bro. And that's what it is. Then they're going to go put you in that dry cell. They call it a dry cell because they shut the water off. They feel like eventually you're going to have to shit. Eventually, whatever's in you, you're going to push out. They're going to leave you in there. And the only way to get out of the dry cell is to hurry up and shit and show them, hey, look, man, I went to the bathroom. Then they'll come in there, flip the room, pat you down real good, flip you, make you squat, call, do the whole thing all over again. They'll check you again with the wand. And then they'll check your shit. If you shit in the toilet, they'll stick their hands in your shit and look and everything, bro, to make sure you didn't have no metal on you before they actually wrap you up and put you back in your, you know what I'm saying, your quad. You feel me? So there's a whole bunch of ways that they do try to find what they're looking for. You get what I'm saying? But shakedowns suck, literally. Now, when I first started getting arrested, first got locked up, first time county jail a couple times, when they did contraband searches, which is the jailhouse shakedowns, them shits was kind of fun to me because I knew I didn't have nothing, you know? And in my mind, I'm just like, let me see what these idiots get caught with. They get caught, you know, hoarding their meds, or, you know, they got certain little things to smoke with in their cells and different things like that. So in my mind, it was kind of like The donkey of the day. Let's see who the donkey of the day is going to be. What dumbass has what in their cell. That's how it was to me. They throw us all in the rec yard. That shit be all loud and shit like you're inside of a cafeteria and they're in there flipping cell after cell. And then you just wait to see them come back and who they catch what with. That's how it was. So after a while, you know, you get, it ain't exciting no more. So then after a while, you're like, all right, you know what I'm saying? This shit here sucks now. You feel me? Now it's like, man, they need to stop doing this shit. Because the hardest part of the contraband searches down here in the county jail is they do it early in the morning. Like if you're in one of the jails in Pompano, first thing in the morning they're doing it. It's still dark outside. That's how early they do it. It isn't like they're doing it at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. No, they're doing it at like 3, 4 in the morning. Might be 2 o'clock in the morning. And you're out there for an hour and a half, 2 hours until they're done doing the whole sweep. You feel me? And then of course when I went to prison, my first couple shakedowns, you know, they weren't fun, but they were interesting, you know, because here I'm in prison. I'm experiencing what a prison shakedown is like. You hear people in the county jail talk about them, you know, oh yeah, I'm prison this, prison that, you know, shit, this. They talk bad about prison or they talk good about prison compared to what we're going through at that time. You feel me? So when I'm in there and a couple of ones are going down, I'm more observant than anything, you know. I'm paying attention. I'm trying to see the type of things that they do, how they look, and what it is. And they literally thrash your property. Okay, we had hurricanes come and the hurricanes ain't even do as much damage. Even though it flooded the inside of our dorms, it didn't even do as much damage as these officers did. Okay, these officers would literally go in your shit, rip everything, throw it all on the ground, take some of your items and sling them out there in the day room, take someone else's items, sling them in your room. Okay, I did stories speaking on different shit like this before. Them officers will take a book, you'll have a bookmark inside your book, and then just to be dickheads, they'll go like this to shake the bookmark out. They might rip pages out of your book. That's how they are. That's how they do their time, you know, because they feel like it's going to be right there in front of them. And a lot of times it could be. Because like I said, they've been doing this shit for years, all right? They might bring the dogs with them, all right? I did videos on dogs before too, the prison dogs. The dogs they bring, you know, they'll tell you to turn around, face the wall, and they'll walk the dog by you to see if the dog acts funny or anything like that. And they will literally go cell to cell and pick the dog up and place him on the top bunk and let him sniff out and all shit like that. And then I recently found out, since I was on the streets, that they actually have mutts that are strictly trained to smell for cell phones. And I never knew that while I was in prison. But one thing I know for sure, 2 things for certain is, boy, while I was in there, boy, not one time did a dog find any of the phones I had. See? And I didn't even know that them dogs strictly sniffed that. You know, I was more worried about them finding Tunchi tobacco and things like that when they'd come through. You feel me? But it all depends on when they come, how they come. You know? And it literally feels like such a long day that by the time they're done doing the shakedown, all you want to do is go in your unmade ass bunk and lay down and go to sleep. You'll pick that shit up later. Straight up. Everybody's arguing, fighting. There's always a fight after a shakedown. If not one while out there waiting. Everybody's out there walking around biting they fucking, you know, biting their nails so short to where it hurts. They in there, you know, everybody, because they don't know if they found something. See, and then in jail, it's different, you know. They won't always take you to confinement for stuff like that. They'll just take it from you. But in prison, just to do paperwork, just to set an example to other people to where if you got caught with contraband, this is what will happen. They'll take you to confinement. If you're in a 2-man cell, they might take both of y'all depending on how it is. All right? They don't always take both of y'all if they find it directly in one bunk. But 8 out of 10 times, they will take both of y'all. You feel me? Because they don't know if, just because you're assigned to this bunk and he's assigned to that bunk, they don't know if y'all swapped. They don't know if before they came, if you put that there. Okay? And the reason they take mattresses and shred them and stuff, because they find cartons of cigarettes, they find bangers, they find Tunchi, they find tattoo machines, they find syringes that people use for steroids. They find all this type of stuff inside of prison. You feel me? Which it's one thing that's never going to stop. It's never going to stop getting in there, and they're never going to stop terrorizing inmates. So it's kind of like a type vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's like a push comes to shove type thing. They keep thrashing people's shit no matter what. Even if no contraband were to still come in there. If contraband were to stop to this day, right now, no more contraband, them officers are still going to be doing their job the way they want to, still ripping up people's personal property, demolishing their shit, ripping their cells up, Okay, I've seen them walk in cells. They walked in a cell plenty of times and will literally step on your headrest, right on your pillow, to get on the top bunk to flip your shit. You know, and that's disrespect. Why you couldn't step down there where the person lays their head at? Why you step right on their pillow? You know what I'm saying? And you feel me? I got in an argument with an officer behind that shit before. So did my bunkie one time. Because it's just straight disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? It's like saying, like, my bed is where I lay my head, bro. It's my domain. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And I lay my head here and breathe right here. My nose goes right there. My mouth goes right there. And you just gonna come in like you better than me and just walk on my shit? Real disrespectful, man. They walk all over Muslims, you know, their praying rag that they got. They walk all on that. They do all types of disrespectful shit in there during shakedown. They really don't care. You feel me? And at the end of the day, you know, prison is time wasted. No matter how you look at it. No matter how much shit I came home with from prison. I came home with a truck, a car, and over 10 grand in cash. Okay? Just from saving my last year. If I would have saved my whole 5 bid, bro, I would have came home strapped. You feel me? But I didn't, you know? But if I would have, then shit, I would have, you know what I'm saying? I probably would have had 8 vehicles. Probably would have had 150 grand if I really was putting all my mind into it. But at the same time, it wouldn't have mattered if I did because it was still 5 years wasted. You see what I'm saying? But these are the type of things that you got to prepare yourself for. Them shakedowns are mandatory. You can never get too comfortable because them shakedowns are coming. And when they come, it might not even be your shit. It might not even have been in your possession. It might not even have been in your housing area, in your locker. You could be in an open bay dorm where every inmate has access to that bathroom and they find it in that bathroom and they'll come put it on you because they don't like you and there is nothing you can do about it. Straight up. The way it works in prison too with laundry is when you go to confinement, they take your blues. You know what I'm saying? They literally, depending on which camp you're at, you may get to keep the pair you have on. But normally you don't. You'll go to jail in those, but then they'll strip you out and all that shit, and they'll take them from you, and they'll give you a pair of theirs that have been washed back there. So your shit's getting cycled with everyone else's and spread out. So someone else on the compound can be walking around with a pair of blues that has your name stitched on it right here and on the back of the pants. And then next thing you know, they're wearing them shits. They're not in their name. And then, shakedown. And then they freak out and they take the pants that they're wearing off and they throw them on a abandoned bunk over there. You feel me? They just throw them on a abandoned bunk over there. Boom. They go over there. They go to checking whatever it is. They find cigarettes or a tattoo gun or a phone or some money or whatever it is in that pair of pants. And you just got out of confinement or you ain't even in confinement no more. Ain't been in confinement for months. And you're somewhere around on the compound. They're going to look at the name tag that is on that shit and come run up on you. And you ain't have nothing to do with it, bro. Literally, like, what do you mean? I don't know how that shit got... Well, we found a pair of your pants over here in D1. Yeah, well, I sleep on D2. I sleep in quad 2. Okay. But, so you're trying to say them on my... Just because it's in my pants, but y'all take my blues from me when I go to confinement. They're supposed to re-stitch, like re-sew a thing over that. So sometimes you'll get a shirt or a pair of pants that got a thick-ass tag on it like this, and that's everyone else's name up under there. Or sometimes you'll get it and you'll look and it ain't been since 1993. You'll look, that dude's name was on there from 1993. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just, that's why the clothes are so shitty in there. But it's these type of things that you got to be prepared for. You got to know what is yours that is out there. You got to know what the hell to get away from you. You got to be prepared because when they come for these shakedowns, they go like this with these gloves like they're doing surgery, and really they're going to want to go through your shit. Okay? And if you're caking with a female officer, like me, I've caked with female officers before. When they come in there, it's going to go either two ways. The female officer that you're talking to, either she's going to, spare you and not ruin your shit as much. She's going to literally just look through your stuff. But don't let her go through your locker like me and show pictures. She's seen pictures of my baby mama. And then I looked over and she went, she closed it and looked at me, and then she went to flipping my shit out of jealousy. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. That's either how it's going to go, or they're going to just straight up when they come in to make an example to where they don't let people know that they mess with you like that. They'll make an example of you off rip and start destroying your shit. Feel me? Because then it looks like, damn, bro, she don't like him, bro. She got it out for him. But in our reality, that's just the blind side, everyone that's looking from the outside in. You feel me? And it sucks. After as many shakedowns I've been through, I didn't think them shits was fun no more. I didn't think that was cool. I didn't have to observe no more. I got tired of living like that. Because I was at a dangerous camp. When I was at Charlotte CI, man, we stayed getting shook down, left and right, 24/7, sometimes days after each other, back to back. You know what I'm saying? So I got tired of that shit. It's like, damn, I'm relaxing, minding my business. Here they come fucking with me because I got a name on the compound. Because people know me, they're going to come in here and they're going to fucking flip my shit. Now I got to make everything all over again. You know what I'm saying? I got tired of living like that. I got tired of that shit. I was ready for it. I expected it. I knew it was coming and I got tired of it. You know, you'll be laying down in your bunk at nighttime. You'll look out the window and you'll see about 25 officers walking towards your dorm. All lights are out on the compound. You feel me? It's lights out. The whole compound's like sleep right now. And next thing you know, you see about 25, 30 officers walking towards your dorm late night. That means they're coming to secretly shake down your dorm. Straight up. And then the next thing you know, there's nothing you can do about it if you ain't in your P's and Q's. And if you catch that, you got to wake up and holler and let everybody know they're coming. Boy, they're coming. Put people up on beat because you don't want none of your friends or anyone in your dorm, you know, getting caught with shit because all it does is bring heat to that dorm. They find one phone in there, they're going to feel like there's 10 of them in there. If they find 10 of them in there, they're not going to stop because they're going to feel like, damn, they missed one. That's how they're going to look. See, so either way, it's like, this shit just sucks, man. Believe it or not, y'all. But that's one thing that comes with it, man, is them shakedowns. Them shakedowns, them shits, they'll wake you up in the morning to go to breakfast, and then next thing you know, it's a mandatory breakfast. That right there lets you know, mandatory breakfast. That means they're going to shake down the dorm as soon as everybody's out of the dorm, and y'all are going to wait in the chow hall to come back. So it's common sense. Bring whatever you got with you and try to get rid of that shit on the way to chow. Straight up. Because there's nothing you could do about it. You feel me? But anyways, man, I just wanted to chop it up with y'all a little bit, man. Talk to y'all about the shakedowns, the experiences, and the shit that I had to go through. You feel me? I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of people in this comment section that been through shakedowns. I know how it is. Trust me, I feel the same way you feel. You feel me? If you've been part of a shakedown and you see somebody get caught with some stupid shit, you know what I'm saying? Drop it in the comment section. I'm pretty sure the people that read them along with me would like to hear about it. Stupidest thing I seen someone get caught with during a shakedown was a sissy. He kept getting caught with lip gloss. Real deal street lip gloss. And he got caught with one of them things that the football players wear so you can't hit them in the nuts. What they call a jock strap or something like that. They go walk through the door and they got a jock strap in their hand, like a cup, and lip gloss. You feel me? I'm like the type of shit that you see in prison, bro. It's just mind-blowing. And when you gotta live with it and adapt with it, bro, you can't help but to like transform into someone that is institutionalized. You understand? But anyways, man, like I said, y'all already know the comment section's there, man. Let me see what y'all got to say. I appreciate y'all watching this video like always. I appreciate y'all, everyone that watched my last video I did with my homeboy Haitian Mike. He's definitely going to be coming back. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. I vibe with him on the streets almost damn near 5 to 6 days out the week. But y'all already know how it is, man. I'm going to wrap this video on up, though. Y'all the best. I say that every time. Y'all make sure y'all keep them squares, rats, clowns, chomos, snakes, heavy gunners, liars, crash dummies, all that shit, man, about your circle, man. Till next time, it's the one and only Frog.